Dear friends and my fellow human beings, this is RK. In our channel, we are planning to start a new series on the GI tagged products. So before we start videos on specific GI tagged products, let us first understand the concept of GI tag. And this video, we will introduce you to the geographical indication tag. According to the World Intellectual Property Organization, a geographical indication is a sign used on products that have a specific geographical origin and possesses qualities or a reputation that are due to that origin. In order to function as a GI, a sign must identify a product as originating in a given space. In addition, the qualities, characteristics, or reputation of the product should be essentially due to the place of origin. Since the qualities depend on the geographical place of production, there is a clear link between the product and its original place of production. So, what rights does a geographical indication provide? A geographical indication right enables those who have the right to use the indication to prevent its use by a third party whose product does not conform to the applicable standards. For example, in the jurisdictions in which the Darjeeling geographical indication is protected, producers of Darjeeling tea can exclude use of the term Darjeeling for tea not grown in their tea gardens or not produced according to the standards set out in the Code of Practice for the geographical indication. However, a protected geographical indication does not enable the holder to prevent someone from making a product using the same techniques as those set out in the standards for that indication. Protection for a geographical indication is usually obtained by acquiring a right over the sign that constitutes the indication. So, for what types of products can geographical indications be used? Geographical indications are typically used for agricultural products, foodstuffs, wine and spirit drinks, handicrafts and industrial products. So how are the geographical indications protected? There are three main ways to protect a geographical indication: so-called sui generis systems, which is the special regimens of protection, using collective or certification marks, and methods focusing on business practices including administrative product approval schemes. These approaches involve differences with respect to important questions such as the conditions for protection or the scope for protection. On the other hand, two of the modes of protection, namely sui generis systems and collective or certification mark systems, share some common features, such as the fact that they set up rights for collective use by those who comply with defined standards. Broadly speaking, geographical indications are protected in different countries and regional systems through a wide variety of approaches and often using a combination of two or more of the approaches outlined above. And these approaches have been developed in accordance with different legal traditions and within a framework of individual historical and economic conditions. How long does geographical indication protection last? So in many sui generis legislations, registrations for geographical indications are not subject to a specific period of validity. This means that the protection for a registered geographical indication will remain valid unless the registration is cancelled. And geographical indications registered as collective and certification marks are generally protected for renewable 10-year periods. Who can use a protected geographical indication? The right to use a protected geographical indication belongs to producers in the geographical area defined who comply with the specific conditions of production for the product. How are geographical indication rights enforced? Like all the intellectual property rights, the rights to geographical indications are enforced by the application of national legislation, typically in a court of law. The right to take action could rest with the competent authority, the public prosecutor, or to any interested party, whether a natural person or a legal entity, whether public or private. The sanctions provided for in national legislations could be civil, criminal, or administrative. So what is the difference between a geographical indication and a trademark? Geographical indications identify a good as originating from a particular place. By contrast, a trademark identifies a good or service as originating from a particular company. A trademark often consists of a fanciful or arbitrary sign. In contrast, the name used as a geographical indication is usually predetermined by the name of a geographical area. Finally, a trademark can be assigned or licensed to anyone anywhere in the world because it is linked to a specific company and not to a particular place. In contrast, a geographical indication may be used by any persons in the area of origin who produces the good according to specified standards. But because of its link with the place of origin, a GI cannot be assigned or licensed to someone outside that place or not belonging to the group of authorized producers. So, who can request protection for a geographical indication? The protection may be requested by a group of producers of the product identified by the geographical indication. The producers may be organized as an entity such as a cooperative or association which represents them and ensures that the product fulfills certain requirements which they have agreed upon or adhered to. In some jurisdictions, protections may also be requested by a national competent authority. So, how are the geographical indications relevant to the business? Consumers are paying more and more attention to the geographical origin of products, and many care about specific characteristics present in the products they buy. In some cases, the place of origin suggests to the consumers that the product will have a particular quality or characteristic that they may value. And geographical indications therefore function as product differentiators of the market by enabling consumers to distinguish between products with geographical origin based characteristics and others without those characteristics. And geographical indications can thus be a key element in developing collective brands for quality bound to origin products. So what are the advantages to the business of obtaining protection for a geographical indication? Protecting a geographical indication enables those who have the right to use the indication to take measures against others who use it without permission and benefit from its reputation. A geographical indication's reputation is a valuable, collective and intangible asset. If not protected, it could be used without restriction and its value diminished and eventually lost. Protecting a geographical indication is also a way to prevent registration of the indication as a trademark by a third party and to limit the risk of the indication becoming a generic term. In general, the geographical indications backed by a solid business management can bring with them a competitive advantage, more added value to a product, increased export opportunities and a strengthened brand. So friends, hope today we would have understood about the basics of the geographical indications. In our future videos, we will try to understand the GI tagged products in India and the interesting history. If you like this video, please like, share, comment in the comment section, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive notifications of our videos. See you again and take care.